Yes. Hello, everybody. It's time. It's time for the life and suffering of Sir Brante in the time of the fall of the blessed Archaean Empire. Yes, the entire name, because I am an asshole. How you been? Been good? I hope so, because it's been a while since I last said that I was going to stream tomorrow. What was it? When did I say that? Was it last Monday? I said, "Ooh, I'm definitely gonna stream tomorrow," and then I didn't because I don't know, those two streams in a row somehow, some way, fucking completely ruined my sleep schedule, and I kept passing out. So I just decided to like while I was setting up the stream, I fucking fell asleep like 3 times, and oof, I just decided that yeah, this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So I just decided to postpone it, and then in classic king fashion, I was busy for the rest of the days, and unfortunately, life sucked. Life sucked. Could not get anything to stick. Couldn't fucking get streaming done. So unfortunately, we're here today, and since I once again haven't slept in like 2 days, this stream is probably going to be sort of short, maybe 2 hours or so, if that is to be considered short. I don't know. What's a short stream? Who fucking knows, really? Hell, an hour-long stream could be a long stream. What am I talking about? Let's get to the game, shall we? Hi. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, hi. Hello, everybody. It's time. I don't actually remember where we left off. We're still in adolescence. That's what I know. Didn't we finish adolescence? Yeah, we did. This is all done. Yeah, this is all done. Finished all of this. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Bye. Give me one sec. Cool. Love that for me. Loving that for me. Time to get into my youth.
Leaving my hometown behind, I set out for the capital of the empire. There, I would discover my role in society.
Oh, his role in society, chap. Wonder what will come of our good pal Alex Bronte. The driver flicks the reins. The carriage slowly sways as it starts moving away from your home. Hold on one second, because I was looking into my mic settings for these streams, because I'm pretty sure my deezer is kind of low set for the stream. How about 60? All right, how about 60? 60, probably 70. 70 was a recommended, so hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. Since this stream is kind of short, I'm gonna review it afterwards to see if that actually did anything good for me. Okay. The driver flicks the reins. The carriage slowly sways as it starts moving away from your home. You stick your head out of the window and wave goodbye to your family. Nathan is running after the carriage with Thomas's younger brother in tow, tears glistening in their eyes. It hurts to leave your home behind. Ahead lies Eterna, the imperial capital. You have often read about it and heard stories from Father and Stefan. It is a city that surpasses Anizote enormously in terms of size, age, wealth, and beauty. But what is it really like? What kind of life awaits you there? Will you learn there? And where will your actions take you? You pass the old walls of Anizote. Somewhere within them is the old fortress you and Thomas built together out of old wooden planks, now left to the care of your younger brothers. Hold on 1 second, let me save this so that I don't forget. There you go. My that away. You two are adults now. Perhaps your fortress will crumble, now abandoned. Or perhaps your brothers will continue where you started. Who knows? You look down at your hands, knuckles covered in scars from street antics, fingers stained with ink. Mother gave you a cross to wear away from home, and now you can feel its warmth against your chest. Your family counts on you, even though they all wish a different future for you. But they are behind you now, in Anazote. From this point on, only you will decide which road you will take. This is the journey you prepared for throughout your entire childhood. Ahead of you lie many years in the capital, years that will determine your fate and your place in society. Oh. Oh, it's combining my stats into something different. Okay. I see. Well, okay, I have 9 diplomacy. I'm still unknown. Huge, huge. 14 manipulation. Well, alright then. I love that for me. I love that for me. Theology. Nephophyte. Huh? The fuck is a nephophyte? I feel like that's a slur. Hold on, I'll look that up. Give me 1 second. I'm pretty sure it just means like someone who's not very God-fearing or something. Did I say neophyte? I mean neophyte. Okay, new convert to a religion. Okay. Determination and nobility. Valor. I'm a mediocre fighter. Cool, I guess. Scheming. Ringleader. Ooh. Eloquence. 10. Fair speech. I can speak hard. I love that for me. Path of the Lotless. Path of the Priest. Path of the Nobleman. And True Death. Wow. Okay, so I can either accept True Death or die 4 times. So I guess we have a choice in this game. Do we end it all on chapter fucking 3? Huge. Love that. I mean, I don't know. I'm supposed to. I want to like make a revolution. Oh well, I'll figure it out sooner or later. No, you left your hometown. Yada yada. Okay, we read all of that. Oh, there's more stuff. Big Max. Okay, wait, hold on. We can't read this. Oh. Oh my god, you scared the hell out of me. In this dark room with the ambiance. Thank you for following Verk. Verk O? Verk Zero? Hi, hi. Welcome, welcome. It is time for the life and suffering of Sir Brante. Ah. I'm alright. I'm okay. How about you? This is rescue. Yeah, I really shouldn't read all of this. It spoils the entire chapters. Diplomacy, theology, manipulation. Wow, all of these stats. Okay. Arrival in the capital. These are one of my... It would be rare reading streams, but since my resurgence, if you could look at my channel, I only have 3 streams. But that's because I had to take a few months off. Let's go to True Death. This is only chapter 3 of 5. Hmm. I'll consider it. If it's really, really appealing, I will consider True Death in chapter 3. If I do True Death, I will have to go through the entire thing again. Ah, well, who knows? I'll figure it out. If it's really, really appealing, I will go for True Death. Alright. Arrival in the capital. It takes a whole month to reach Eterna. You and Thomas spend the days wagging your chins and staring at the scenery as your carriage makes its way along the road and towards the next province. Soon it crosses from the familiar barren, arid lands of Magra to the stately mountains of Illyria. During one of your many stays at a roadside inn, the two of you even manage to share a whole bottle of strong wine and keep it a secret from the servant who drives the carriage. Ooh. Adult life feels positively intoxicating. You guys are 16 years old, barely adults. Soon, I tell ya, soon we'll be there, and I'll learn my sword as soon as I get accepted into the military academy. You'll see. And then nobody's gonna walk all over me like I'm some commoner. I guess you're right. You wouldn't be a commoner. You keep rehearsing everything they teach you in school. Soon they are almost at the end of your long journey. You have left behind the arid rocks of Magra, the mountains of Illyria, and the flooded meadows of Archnia. Eterna, the capital, is right ahead. And the game is just as loud as I left it. Love it. I need to turn down the sounds. Yeah. There you go. That's better. Situated at the juncture between the Reglata and Talarina rivers, the city is vast. 3 majestic stone bridges keep its 3 shores interconnected. Smooth stone paves the main city streets. Gilded moldings decorate the buildings. Towering pillars reach high into the skies. Your carriage takes you past a spacious park with marble fountains and intricately trimmed bushes. On the streets you see... Oh, plan how to make money. You become a priest and sell the ranks. Absolutely golden right there. That's a golden plan. That's interesting though. That 8 on theology. I could fix it. I could fix it. I could fix it all. I can still craft my future. On the streets you see ornately decorated carriages bearing Archnean coats of arms, and abundant merchant tents filling the streets with beckoning cries and unusual sights. The spires of ancient temples dot the city skyline. The carriage comes to a halt on a large city square with a towering marble fountain. The coachman says you have arrived. Thomas is to apply to the military academy. The academy barracks are 2 streets away. Your lodging house is in the alleyway nearby. A room has already been reserved for you. Get out onto the streets and say brief goodbyes to each other. You promise to meet again after the entrance exams. Then your friend disappears into the crowded streets of the capital. You are left to your own devices in the vast city. A group of nobles walk past. They are dressed in well-fitting clothing, decorated with gems and golden threads. You are not even noticed. Street urchins chase a dog down the alley. What the why? Soldiers of the Imperial Legion are marching to fiefs and drums towards the barracks. Humble pilgrims are gathering in the great temple of the twins. There are the sounds of music and fountains and the smells of baked bread and garbage trains. What a contrast. What a stark contrast. You quickly check in at the lodging house, then go back outside. The sun is setting. Streetlights come to life. Merry music fills the taverns. Couples and noble coaches with tinted windows fill the streets. Shadows and hushed voices and laughter fill the parks. You are all alone with this city, so vast and unfamiliar. You take a look around, determined to fill your first night in the capital with memories. You see young nobles gathered by the fountain, talking and making jokes excitedly. One of them keeps glancing at the clock tower. They are about your age. Their clothes are hand-tailored, and two of them bear noble swords. They seem to be waiting for something. It might be a good idea to make their acquaintance. It would be most helpful to develop a familiarity with the influential nobles of the capital. Oh, it's jumping in here. Loud music from a large establishment on the corner distracts you for a moment. The servants have just opened the shutters to air out the halls. It seems there will be a gathering inside. People from various estates greet each other as they take their seats. A servant by the door of the establishment hails you. Sir Gert Arkwright will be making a speech about the rights of the common estate. If you wish to listen, you'd better get inside quickly. Then you look at the great Temple of the Twins at the far end of the street. The pillar shines in the evening dusk above it. Temple gates are open. The worshippers are flocking inside. There are too many people for an ordinary service. This must be something important. What do they preach here at the capital? What do they say of the new faith and the teachings of the patriarch Photis? You snap out of your reverie when you hear loud laughter. A group of young men dressed in the colors of the Imperial College have made the acquaintance of several lonely girls. They are making their way down the road, united by merriment. One of the girls smiles at you. It is an invitation to join them. They turn the corner and walk away, but you can still hear their voices ringing and echoing throughout the street. A night of revelry and jolly, loud fun doesn't sound half bad. It doesn't sound half bad. This is your first night in Eterna. No matter what you choose, you will remember it for a long time to come. I don't know. I have all this willpower. Meet the noble youths. You forge a bond with a group of young nobles. Let's get drunk and die. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too. Let's see. What else we got? Manipulation and eloquence. -5 willpower. So, okay, run after the students is +10 willpower. I have so much fucking willpower. Meet the noble youths. Listen to Arkwright's speech. You decide to listen to the speech on the rights of commoners. Visit the great Temple of the Twins. You follow the other worshippers to the temple and attend the nightly service. Run after the students. You run after a gaggle of students and join in their merriment. Ah, the willpower. So we could just get +10 willpower. That's 25 willpower at a max of 30. Right? Yeah, it literally only goes up to 30. Holy shit. What am I going to use all this willpower on? Where do I go for stats? Yeah, let's get drunk and die. The students' merriment is infectious. You join their group. They're almost your age. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. One for being a fucking simp and one for being a badass. Love it. Love it. We are very close to the true death. Very, very close indeed. The students' merriment is infectious. You join their group. They're almost your age, maybe 1 or 2 years older. You have so many faces, and soon you are in a tavern somewhere in the city, getting to know so many people at a massive table. So many people you do not even bother to remember their names now. And the wine, it flows like water. A lively tune is playing in the tavern. A girl just a little bit older than you pulls you off your seat to dance. Her dress is unbuttoned a bit more than it's supposed to be. She smells of wine and honey. You copy her motions in the dance as your hand clasps her waist. It slides lower of its own accord. She pulls away suddenly and stares into your eyes, and then kisses you on the lips. Hoo 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 hoo. You're startled at first, but soon you respond to the kiss as you pull her soft, supple body even closer to you. You spend all night dancing, only returning to the table to catch your breath and quench your thirst. The girl keeps embracing you and laughing and pouring even more wine into your glass. You feel at ease. You feel carefree. You feel happy. You do not remember returning to the lodging house. Your head and legs are aching in the morning. You can barely remember the names of your last night's companions. After some consideration, you choose to remain in bed for the rest of the new day. Goodness gracious. Ugh. He's a stud. He is a stud. You've spent the last 3 days studying books, but today you decide to take a walk. Oh, remember one day we got drunk with a friend and woke up in another city in the morning? Jesus. How's my sneaker? Impressive work. Well, well, well. I hope you took the train there. Walking would be even more impressive. You spent the last 3 days studying books, but today you decide to take a walk throughout the streets of Eterna. They are full of life as usual. You proceed to the square next to the low shit. I need to put my controller somewhere else. There you go. Put it right here. Don't make a mess. Alright. Yep. They're full of life as usual. You proceed to the square next to the lodging house. A procession of priests walks through the square. You notice that one of them holds a banner of the new faith, an open book. This is the same banner that was behind Patriarch Photis on the day of his assassination. Oh, ho, ho. The crowd immediately gathers around him. Many people are looking at an icon painting on a small pedestal, depicting a gray-haired man with glowing green eyes. You recognize that face? The face of the late Patriarch Photis. A man with a thick beard appears by the icon painting. His broad shoulders bear a white and gold cloak with the coat of arms of the capital province embroidered on it. He is Luke, Patriarch of Archnia. He casts a stern gaze over the crowd. It is quite the beautiful beard. Very well maintained. Is this area back here a part of the beard? No, it's got to be like a hood or something. Right? That is luscious. Oh my goodness. That's what she said. I speak to all who live within the sights of the shining pillar. Exactly 1 year ago, we lost Photis, Patriarch of the Magra province, mentor of the new faith. Patriarch Photis was the first to see the books of Isatius, that for nothing but the words of a man, not the words of the twin himself. Twins themselves, what the hell? He was the first to tell people to seek the path of the gods in their own hearts instead of blindly following the lots. To seek answers in the lives of the twins and their own hearts rather than the words of priests. Through Patriarch Photis, we were able to see the truth. Through his death, we saw that his words are not heresy. They are the truth that used to be obscured by Asatius' lies. Oh, and now I bring good news. Patriarch Junius Diamant has seen to it that our teacher will be canonized as a saint. Yes, Junius Diamant, an Archnean from a great dynasty and the Patriarch of Astinia, has joined the new faith himself, and through this we hope that the entire empire will soon see that our doctrine is the truth. We are free from the shackles of the lots. We are equal before the twins. With each day, more and more people hearken to the truth. And one day the entire empire will hear our call. So let us pray, my brothers. The believers around you bow their heads in prayer and thank the twins, not for the lots they were given, as they usually would, but for the chance to open their own path. Patriarch's sermon is inspiring. It compels your hands to meet in a sign of prayer. It compels your lips to repeat the words of the new faith. Patriarch Luke's sermon forms a cadence, and your heart beats in time with it now. You recall the murder of Patriarch Photis a year ago. It seems more patriarchs share his doctrine now. The news of Junius Diamant joining the new faith is stunning. If an Archean from a great dynasty has sided with Photis' doctrine and agreed to see everyone as equal under the twins, the new faith must truly be putting down roots. But suddenly several figures appear by the podium. Figures clad in black with glinting silver on their sides. Inquisitors. They push through the crowd and form a circle around Patriarch Luke. One of these priests rises before the crowd. He is clean-shaven, tall and with chiseled features. Everyone falls silent at the sight of him. The Inquisitor speaks with a booming voice that can be heard by all. I don't know if he's chiseled. I don't know. I don't think he has chiseled features. I am Father Ulrich. In the name of the twins and by my right as an Inquisitor, I order you to turn around and leave. The words you're hearing are full of lies. Patriarch Luke has set out to poison your hearts and minds, and the Inquisition will not allow this heresy to spread. The only true path in life is the will of the twins. Life offers us no other choice. You are hereby ordered to disperse at once. Most people leave the square immediately. Few want to get involved with the Inquisition. Some people stay, however. Some even shout angrily. We want to listen to Luke. He is the Patriarch of Archnia, and he has more to say. Get away from our sermon, old believers. We will not listen to you and your hoary old lies about the lots. He absolutely does. He really does have the vibe. He absolutely has the vibe. The eyes are so... They're so... That's all I have to say. Inquisitors, bring those who may yet listen back to their lots, and leave the others to the champions of faith. Oh. The black-clad inquisitors descend from the podium and approach the people who chose to stay. With nothing but their words, they make people stop shouting and start listening. The uproar ceases quickly. They have dissected the crowd, split it in smaller groups that surround each inquisitor. One of these inquisitors chooses to approach you. He is a humble-looking man. Oh wow. Quite the stunning guy. He's a humble-looking man of age with a rough haircut. He looks you straight in the eye as His lively, soulful voices forces you to listen to his words despite yourself. My name is Father Jeremiah. I know your thoughts were stirred by the patriarch's words. You are not sure whom to trust, but I teach at the seminary. I have been studying the teachings of the twins my entire life. You can trust me. I know you can hear. I know you can hear what I have to say. I see their light in your eyes, the light of the true faith. Will you listen to my counsel, my son? You feel no malice in the words of the Inquisitor Jeremiah. Only hope. It is his lot to aid you, to guide you away from error and set you on the path of true faith. He is a priest, so he should know the truth. Or perhaps the Inquisitor himself is in the wrong. Well then. Interesting, interesting. Well, I mean, I'm not going to go the path of true faith. That sounds boring and lame. I'm going to resist him. Hard resist him. Yeah, he can go fuck himself. Gonna keep it real with you. Actually, argue against the Inquisitor and in favor of the new faith. Oh no. Let's just round out my stats for now. Go fuck yourself, Father Jeremiah. You strike a pose of authority and eye Father Jeremiah sharply. Inquisitors cannot order people around, you say. It is not within the lot of the clergy. Only nobles can give you orders. The other commoners look at you in terror. You have just defied an inquisitor. However, Father Jeremiah still looks at you without any of the anger you had expected. My son, your words do indeed contain... Is it just me or are you a revolutionary? I wonder. I am absolutely a revolutionary. I'm going to dissect this world. I am going to burn it all down and remake it in my image. If the cards do so hold. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to do it. Absolutely going to do it. Your words do indeed contain a germ of truth. I am an inquisitor of the clergy, and by the will of the twins, I cannot give you any orders. But know this, the Inquisition does not imprison everyone suspected of heresy. It exists to protect souls, to guide and save them. We pursue dangerous doctrines and seek to rescue every soul we meet. Arrest or execution is... I'll get back to you on that. Arrest or execution is our last resort, reserved only for sinners beyond redemption. You can see that I am merely speaking to you right now. I have not resorted to force, nor am I giving you any orders. But if the need arises, I will summon the champions of faith, nobles who will be there to give punishment, to give orders and punish those who defy the church. But as long as you are not calling for the overthrow of faith, you are safe from them. And as you said, it is not within my lot to give you orders. You are free to go, but expect no mercy in the hereafter. For after we die, there will be none. Let me just show you a little something. I'm fucking boring. I am a fucking boring loser. I straight up was at the very beginning. I was like, what am I going to name him? And then I said Felix, and I thought that was lame. If only you were here at the beginning. I should have named him Lennon. Missed opportunities. Maybe I do have to go for true death and start over. With a bitter smile, the Inquisitor leaves you and proceeds further. You leave the square freely, your dignity preserved. The remaining people in the square continue arguing with the other Inquisitors. Armed champions of faith stand nearby, and they do not intervene. Luke and his retinue can no longer be seen. Only one thing keeps nagging at you. Father Jeremiah's words about how there will be no mercy in the hereafter. Well then, if it spooked you that much. To be a revolutionary, you have to have sterner stuff. Patriarch Luke's sermons have converted many commoners and nobles of the mantle to the new faith. There are now several temples in Eterna that follow the new canons, with Luke's blessing. This has led to no small amount of anger among the followers of the old faith. Two mighty bishops of the church lead the new faith. One of them is Luke, the Patriarch of Archnia himself, spiritual mentor of the capital province. He preaches all across Archnia, his every sermon adding to the new faith's flock. Okay. The other leader of the new faith is Patriarch Junius Diamant. Hailing from a great Archnian dynasty, he is the de facto ruler of the Astinia province. Adored by his subjects, he has founded the Holy Order anew. Junius Diamant rarely preaches, but people believe the Astinian Patriarch attends to the needs of all who convert to the new faith. The schism with the church is growing. The split has furthered the divide between the commoners and the nobles, though thankfully, there has been no direct conflict as of yet. But it has become clear that there is no way to stop the steady advance of the new faith. Born from the death of Patriarch Photis, it grows strength by the day. Oh. Well, it's slowly tilting in the new faith's favor. However, there is still discontent. Well, who gives a fuck? This could keep going down. Makes it easier to throw a revolution. The city that never sleeps. The next few weeks pass by in hard work and preparation for the coming entrance exam at the Imperial College. You grow more and more exhausted with each passing day. So much so that one night you fall asleep while studying another book. Oh, don't I know it, brother? When you finally come to, you decide it is high time to get some recreation outside. The city of Eterna amazes you as you stroll through its splendid streets. It is another night, a different night, yet the city is beautiful still. Shining pillars, a slice of light against the dark night sky. The lamps on the facades of the buildings are lit. Night descends on the capital. You don't feel like going back to your books tonight. Recently, you made the acquaintance of several young men. They are children of nobles of the mantle just like you, sent to the capital to earn their noble titles at the college. You decide to seek them out. Your new friends are having a late dinner on the next street over, loudly discussing their plans for the night. Some speak eagerly of a dueling club where you can see the most skilled and ardent duelers in the Empire doing what they do best. You have never seen professional duelers fight. It may be far more exciting than Father's fencing lessons or the fight in the ruins of Anazote. And if luck favors you, perhaps you can even make useful contacts among the noble families in the capital. The others try to convince the rest to take a trip to a certain secret saloon. Or salon. Yes, salon. It was salon back then, right? Just a place to hang out. The establishment is expecting a guest tonight. They say a young lady who speaks about the true state of affairs in the Empire. There are many questions about the nature of the place, an identity of this mysterious speaker, but the young men have only one answer. You're forbidden to speak about this outside the club. However, they can take you there as long as you aren't afraid to learn a dangerous truth. There are others still drinking their fill of wine rather than eating. Fencing, you say? Speeches. Nonsense. The place you ought to go tonight, they claim, is the Markian Society, a gathering for those of common estate but uncommon opinions that offers pleasures for everyone. Pleasures of the palate, pleasures of drink, pleasures of the flesh. Is this not heresy and a crime? Perhaps. And yet some of your newfound friends are eager to go there. In the end, the group splits in three, spend the night as they see fit. What will it be? A contest featuring the best fences in Eterna? An establishment both mysterious and dangerous? Or an encounter with people who defy their lot with audacity? You weigh your options. Dueling Club, Valor 11, ugh. Secret Saloon, scheming. Theology, no. I don't want, I don't think I want any theology. But the mysterious lady is intriguing. The dual club, steal the swords there and then sell. I see. You do bring up an interesting point. I don't know. I'm between the dueling club and the secret salon. Mysterious lady, huh? If I remember correctly, I fucking accidentally spoiled myself in the destinies. I think this one is Sophia. In it. Sophia did run away. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at who's gonna show up. The secret salon is an unremarkable wooden building down an alleyway, a few blocks from the great temple of the twins. A couple of tough, taciturn fellows at the door eyes you suspiciously. Their faces are obscured by hoods. One of your newfound friends nod to them, and you are allowed inside. The inner rooms are stuffy and overcrowded. All the partitions have been removed to make room for more people. There is a raised platform next to one of the walls, perhaps a stage. There are benches all around. They are occupied by people of the common estate, most of them modestly dressed. They are artisans, tinkers, street vendors, students. Yet you see that some of them are wealthy and impeccably dressed. A mop-headed young man dressed like a low-ranking clerk appears on the stage. Claps to attract the public's attention. When the house goes quiet, he reads a series of pamphlets condemning the supreme authorities of the empire and their obsolete rule. A group of young men appear on the stage next, their faces covered in blue paint. They perform a derisive play entitled A Day in the Life of the Tempest. No fucking shot, they're doing Blueface. Come on. Insane. The performances are many, but their goal is always the same. They all claim the empire is stuck in the past and has to change. Okay, this is absolutely a revolutionary club. The state will break your balls. Oh, Christ. Well, now. This is going to be interesting. And finally, after another voice of accusation, a young girl appears on the stage, and the crowd immediately grows silent. I mean, shit, who cares about the state? We're planning to overturn them. How can we do that from the shadows? We have to kick their ass in the courtrooms and the lecture halls and their front lawns. This is her, a mysterious guest they were talking about. You look at her from the crowd. You see short black hair, a slender figure, and those familiar shining eyes. This is absolutely Sophia. Yep, there it is. Brothers and sisters, you all came to this place because deep in your hearts you know it's Sophia, the girl you used to live next door. She's grown so much since you've last seen her. But what is she doing here? But before Sophia even finishes her first sentence, a short man in a shabby jacket jumps onto the stage. He flashes a badge and screams at the crowd, "Nobody move. You're all under arrest as accomplices in an insurrection against the Empire." Fucking get the Yo, we should all beat your ass. What the? Why would we not? Oh, that's why. Okay, go. Imperial Imperial gendarmes barge into the house. Swords and crossbows glint in the dim light. First, there's confusion, then panic. Screams of fear and outrage fill the halls. Sophia is already gone. You can barely hear the cries demanding that you stay where you are. People start pushing against the gendarmes, against the doors, against the windows. The din is deafening. Only one thought remains in your mind. You have to run. Run away as fast as you can. You push your way to the furthest window in the hall. A hand grabs you by your sleeve. You pry it off without looking and keep pushing forward. The expensive jacket starts to tear at the shoulder. Ah, my fucking Gucci. Ah, you fuck. The window frame breaks and falls outside. You drop down after it. Shards of glass bite into your hands, but you barely feel the pain. You will have time to feel it later. But now you need to run. You run and dodge and weave throughout the alleyways before finally heading for the lodging house. Your heart is racing. Your hands are shaking. Blood is dripping from the cuts on your arms. You have no idea what happened to the people who were arrested. Finally, you reach your room and collapse onto the bed. You are safe from pursuit, but not from anxiety. What was Sophia going to say? How did she end up here in the capital after she escaped? Was she arrested too? There are too many questions, but you have no way to answer them. Eventually, you drift off into restless sleep. The immediate fucking God. Just when I formulated the plan to kick his fucking teeth in. The Code of Laws. You are on your way to the largest library in Eterna, fucking nerd, to study for your entry exams. It is right next to the college. The streets are full of people. Everybody is excited. You hesitate for a few seconds, then let your curiosity get the better of you, and head towards a place where you will soon study. Before long, you hear the shouting. The Great Chancellor is about to give a speech about the future of the Empire. You cannot possibly miss this. You mix with the crowd and soon find a convenient place to listen and watch what is about to unfold. On the steps of the college, you see a small tribune guarded by two Archneans armed with swords. This is the first time you've ever seen an Archnean standing guard, let alone two of them. The doors of the college open to reveal a stately Archnean surrounded by an honor guard. It is he, Cornelius Tempus, Great Chancellor of the Empire, younger brother to the Emperor himself. He heads for the tribune and casts a look over the square. It is full of people in awe and utter silence. Long ago, humans witnessed the Archneans' arrival. The two nations built the empire side by side. The provinces joined us one by one, and Magro was the final province to attain the absolute might and majesty of the blessed Archnean Empire. Yet there was another great event long before that, 1,000 years ago. The twins had graced us with their presence. With their arrival, the twins granted us their will. They showed us their love and their law, and they granted us knowledge of what awaits us in the hereafter. They chose the dynasty of Tempest to rule the empire, and from that day forth, our dynasty has ruled this land, ordained by the gods themselves. However, it is our duty to the twins not to seek power for power's sake, but rather to lead the empire to further prosperity. And so, the Great Imperial Council is soon to review and adopt a new set of laws called the Creed. Under the Creed, all estates will be granted rights. Here you go, boys. Come get your rights. It took a while, but it's finally here. Under the Creed, all estates will be granted rights. Under the Creed, there will be one law for all Imperial citizens to obey, human or Argnian, from the lowliest commoner to the Emperor himself. The strife among the estates will end. A single law will resolve all of our quarrels. Glory to the Empire. The great Chancellor throws his arms into the air. The crowd murmurs and applauds in approval. Cornelius Tempest casts another look over the crowd and leaves. The crowd disperses. The sounds of agitated discussion are everywhere. Is it true that the Emperor's dynasty seeks to grant equal rights to all estates? What will happen to the Empire then? Oh. Oh. Well then. The world is changing ever so slightly. It is early morning. You have been away. Oh, the girl from your past. Alright, let's go, boys. We took a death for her. We absolutely took a whole ass death for her. It is early morning. You have been awake since sunrise, studying. God, he's such a fucking nerd. There is a knock at the door. Is it a letter from home? Or a hotel servant? You open the door and freeze, stunned. Hello, Brante. Before you stands Sophia, the girl who used to live next door. She is all grown up now. She looks so different, but you would always recognize those blue eyes no matter what. You gesture for her to come in. Sophia enters the room, glances around, and sits in an armchair. You eye the girl you used to know as you sit across from her. But the young woman you see now has little in common with the girl you used to know. There's a cold steel in the way she looks at things. Her hair is cut short. But what is she doing here? I can explain. I've been living in Eterna for a long time now. Ever since I ran from Anazote. I heard the other day that you'd left for the capital to get into the college, so I found you, and here I am. You asked how Sophia learned about your arrival and where you were staying, but she answers your questions with an enigmatic smile. We'll get to that later. Right now, I want to see how much you've changed since we last saw each other. As for me, I've changed a lot. I'm a whole different person now. Well, we can see that. You look away as you recall your previous encounter, back when Sophia ran away from her Arctian master. Sophia chuckles as she continues. Would you like to know what happened next? I traveled through the entire empire all alone. I had nothing. My journey ended only when I reached this place, the capital, with all its important people and events. This is the heart of the empire. It's a place where I can make a difference. I've made friends here, found people I can truly call my family. I've even gotten an education of sorts, and I have a purpose now. I fight against injustice. I fight against the lots. I fight those who treat our lives like mud on the pavement. Sounds like you're looking to cause a revolution. Well, you're in luck. I'm also interested in causing a revolution. Maybe we can cause a revolution together. Maybe over coffee. And no, I'm not afraid to tell you that. I came to you for a good reason. I need help. I know you. I have faith in your good heart. And besides, this is also about the Imperial College you want to enroll in. There's a scholar there by the name of Bartholomew Dextra. He teaches natural sciences at the college. Dextra is an old man, but he's quite progressive. He'll stop at nothing to advance science and acquire new knowledge. It's time. It's time to rebel. It's time to rebel. As you know, only second generation nobles and above are allowed to teach at the college, but Dextra, he is a commoner. He forged his patent of nobility to get a position at the college, but the secret chancery recently learned of this. Dextra is about to face true death for this forgery. But how is that justice? A man wants to teach people, and for that, they're going to take all his lives? They're going to punish him for the crime of being born in the wrong estate? It's evil and obscene, and I will not stand for it. Dextra deserves to be rescued. But I don't want to put anyone in danger, so I need your help. You're from a rich family. You're almost a noble. If you help me get Dextra out of the city, nobody will suspect anything, and no one will know. And the scholar will live on to continue his research elsewhere, far away from the secret chancery. Will you help me? We straight up took a death for her, though. We kinda have an obligation to help her. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so long as she doesn't equal merciless. If she's merciless, I have to... Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, that's when you fuck her over literally every single time. Oh, I see, I see. Why does she gain relations from that? That's so weird. You feel perplexed by Sophia's sudden request. She is asking you to break Imperial law and undermine the work of the Secret Chancery to save the scholar. Rescuing Dextra would be an adventure, but it would also be incredibly dangerous. And besides, Dextra is a fake noble. He resorted to lies and deceit to get his current position. How much does this matter to you? Sophia's blue eyes are studying you, waiting for your reply. Hmm. I straight up died to save her from some fucking horses. And I am throwing a revolution. And she is trying to throw a revolution. I kinda got I literally can't not. This seems like the fast track to a revolution. I kinda have to. You promised to help Sophia. Bartholomew Dextra does not deserve it. I don't give a fuck about Bartholomew Dextra. I just want her help in throwing this fucking revolution. He's about to die anyways. He's already old. Wait, did I read that? Yeah, she can count on you. I knew I can count on you. Then we must act at once. There's no time to waste. Dextra is to be arrested tomorrow. Here's his address. Go there as soon as the sun sets. No one will suspect you. Dextra often tutors young men at the for the college entrance exam. Tell him the owl sent you. Use the back door to get out. A carriage will drive up to the backyard. The driver will hoot like an owl. They'll take you to the south gate. If the guards stop the carriage, just talk your way out of it. I don't care. Once you're outside the city, Dextra will ride away in a different carriage. You'll go back the way you came. I'll meet you at Majesty Square. Wow. Just talk your way out of it. Such faith. So much faith. You nod to her words, and your hands start to shake. You are about to go against the secret chancery. You are going to help someone escape punishment. To defy your own lot like this is unthinkable. I've literally had these thoughts since I was like 6. What do you mean defying my own lot like this is unthinkable? When the sun sets, you leave the lodging house and walk quickly, glancing over your shoulder repeatedly. Bartholomew Dextra's house must be somewhere around here. You find the place. A genteel old man opens the door. His face is covered in wrinkles. His shoulders are stooped, and yet his eyes are sharp and lively. Bartholomew Dextra looks at you for a moment and asks why you have paid him a visit. You tell him you want to enroll in the college and are looking for a tutor. Dextra nods and invites you inside. Once you make sure nobody else can see or hear you, you whisper to the scholar about the real reason for your visit. The secret chancery will be coming for him tomorrow, and he has to leave now to escape true death. Dextra freezes, then turns to you. How do you know about him and the secret chancery? You tell him that the owl sent you and has provided for his escape. As for the secret chancery, they want him for forging a patent of nobility. The moment you utter Sophia's name, the lecturer calms down and starts packing for the journey. You watch him distractedly and take notice that he lives in a rather austere fashion. It does not take him long to pack. You hear the quiet clacking of hooves in the yard. Carefully, you and Dextra proceed to the backyard of the building. You see a carriage there. The driver hoots quietly. You get in. The carriage rolls down the street. There is tense silence in the closed-off space inside the carriage. The scholar wrings his hands anxiously. Through the carriage windows, you see a massive city gate passing by. You are almost outside the city, but then a loud voice reaches you. Halt! The driver obediently halts the carriage. The two gendarmes approach you. You leave the carriage to face the gendarmes before they can get a peek inside the carriage. They look you over and ask where you are going so late at night. You tell them that you are the son of a judge in Magra, here to enroll in the college, and right now you wish to visit the estate of a newfound friend. To convince them further, you mention the name of a noble's son you have become friendly with. The gendarmes release the carriage and wish you a pleasant trip. You drive along the high road until you encounter a peasant wagon. Dextra will take it to seek refuge far away from the capital. Before the two of you part ways, he pats you on the shoulders and tells you that you have truly done a brave deed. The return to the city was without incident. You find Sophia in Majesty Square as agreed, sitting on a bench by a streetlight, reading a book of some sort. She closes the book when she sees you and offers you her hand. So, did everything go according to plan? You nod. Then we've earned ourselves a bit of free time. Let's go. You set off on a walk throughout the maze of narrow back streets. Finally, you have some time for questions. What happened to Sophia over the last 2 years? She was just a girl before, a servant. How is she now a revolutionary? Sophia just smiles sadly. If commoners are not allowed to carry swords and what's the use of the guards? I don't know, man. If I beat a guard over the head with a rock because he does, I don't know, man. I think there's more dangerous weapons than swords just laying around. Who knows though? Who knows?
Maybe if they get rid of the swords, it'll make the revolutionary easier. But then again, commoners probably don't even have the training to compete with guards anyways. Still trusting. +3. Sympathy. Your former neighbor. Oh, that keeps getting updated. That's interesting. Full religion, you can't, but sometimes you can. Beat a guard over the head with a rock. What do you mean? You've seen what I can do. I'm not just a girl. The Inquisition caught up with me when I ran away from Mount Izote. I ended up in the House of Humility. Dreadful place. I got collared. Do you know how it feels to lose your free will? Losing everything that makes you, you? She unclasped a tall shirt collar that had been hiding her neck all this time. And you see the round mark from the anti-magic collar. They say a scar like this will remain even after a lesser death. But I got lucky. Patriarch Junius Diamant saved me. Diamant took me and the other mages from the House of Humility and removed our collars. He made me one of his attendants. He taught me that they are no lots. He told me that I'm like this not because I'm a freak, but because it's my nature. He told me I can find a path to the twins like anyone else in the world. And then I was taken. I got out on my own. I found my own lot. Protect the common people from the noble yoke. Help others who are as unlucky as I am. To fight for a different world. A world where everybody has equal rights. A world where mages don't get robbed of their will just because of one aspect of their birth. A world where the nobles no longer tread upon the commoners. Yes, this is our dream, but we are still so far away from it. But I will keep moving towards it, and I will stop at nothing. A strange, distorted expression appears on Sophia's face, but she quickly returns to normal. You keep walking until you are at the lodging house again. For a moment, you just stand there, looking at each other. And suddenly, Sophia embraces you. For a moment, she remains still in your arms and whispers, "You should join my cause. If we work together, one day we'll become a force to reckon with. I know you came here to find your way, but I'll never believe you really want to bind yourself to other people's laws and desires for the rest of your life. The path I walk is dangerous. It's almost hopeless, but it's worth living for. Think about it. Goodbye." Not how you pitch something. Never how you pitch something. Do not say that the path you walk is dangerous and almost helpless. I really, really want to believe that this revolution is going to work. I really, really want to believe that. You know. Then she withdraws just as quickly and disappears in the dark streets of Eterna. You make your way back to your room. It's really late for me. It's like 3:10 in the morning. Well, I have to go. Goodbye, little revolutionary drop of beer. Good night, good night. I'm gonna end stream soon anyways. Well, soon as in 40 minutes, but you know. Good night. Sleep tight and all that. Was this really just a single day in your life? Scheming ringleader, holy shit. Soon I will be a criminal mastermind and then no one will be able to get in my way. No one will ever be able to get in my way.
I will never forget that day. For it was then that I chose the path I would walk for the rest of my life.
Oh. Well then, I guess this is like the make or break. Oh. There are only a few days left until the Imperial College entrance exams. History, law, theology. You spend all day reading and rereading the books you brought with you, staying at the Library of Eterna for hours, sometimes until it closes. As the day of the exam approaches, your hands start to shake more and more. A moment. I was gonna get up to get a bottle of water, but to be honest, the stream isn't gonna go on for much longer, so I shall be fine. I have been awake for 2 days, so there are only a few days left in consciousness. Did I read all of this? There are only a few days left until the Imperial College entrance exams. History, law, theology. You spend all day reading and rereading the books you brought with you, staying at the Library of Eterna for hours, sometimes until it closes. Yep, I did read that. As the day of the exam approaches, your hands start shaking more and more. And finally, the day comes. A clear sky hangs over Eterna today. The breeze is warm. You dress in your best outfit, a gray jacket and velvet culotte trousers. You comb your hair carefully and polish your boots until they shine. You leave the lodging house and head for the Imperial College. Your legs grow heavy with each step. Your anxiety at the fact your fate will be decided today is virtually tearing you apart. The college is a majestic building that looks not unlike a castle. In a square in front of it, there are already several dozen people, young men, sons of nobles of the mantle like you, waiting for the college's doors to open. Time slows to a crawl. At last, the doors open. A stately man dressed in a professor's mantle appears at the entrance. He is the dean of the college. The students to be fall silent as the dean gets ready to deliver his welcoming speech. But the silence is interrupted by heavy footsteps and clanking armor. A squadron of warriors emerges near the college, led by Archnean officers. Their banner bears an image of golden grains. The noble militia of Monia province. What are they doing there? The nobles of Monia form a circle around the college, each warrior moving quietly and precisely until a chain is formed. One of the Archneans is clad in an old-fashioned suit of armor. He is the leader of the militia. He locks the bar on the massive doors of the college into place and proceeds to the stairs to address the crowd loudly. Just fucking pulled up and like locked the college? What the hell? Oh, he even looks fucking insufferable. He looks like he looks like that meme of that one guy. Well, my name is Scarlet White or something like that. What's her name? And my husband is Walter White. Yo. Literally, that's just him. Commoners, before you stands... Oh, I gotta give him a suitably annoying voice. Commoners. No, actually. Commoners, before you stands Ergius of the Monroe Dynasty, Archduke of Monia. By my will, the college is hereby closed, and today's entrance exam is cancelled. Your lowly origins make you unfit for the great honor of rendering service to the Empire. Alright, that was that supposed to be ought? A right that ought to be available only to the hereditary nobles of the sword. The college's reputation has been tarnished. It breeds mock nobles who bear not a trace of noble blood. You belong in the lowly estate, but have forgotten your place. Cornelius Tempest and other traitors to the Empire are indulging you and defacing the institution of the nobility for their lowly interests. A noble lot for those of lowly birth. How can this be? How can this be? I will not stand for this disintegration of the Imperial Order. Now turn away from the college this instant and return to the humble trades of your ancestors. Plow your fields, mend your boots, and work and suffer by your lot. If any of you dares to set foot upon these stairs, you will be killed at once. The students to be meet this speech with a stunned silence. The crowd in the square is growing, however. Christ, am I gonna make it? But the news of the Monia Noble militia and the college's closing spreads through the streets like wildfire. More humans join the crowd. College students, commoners, officials who worked hard to be ennobled. Unrest grows around you. You hear people calling to rush Archduke Monroe's forces to take control of the college and defend your right to become noble. The Emperor himself gave us this right. We have to fight for it. This is a decisive moment for all of you. The old gentry has challenged you. Will you accept this challenge? In the face of this shameful illegal act by the Archduke's forces, you may prove that all of you deserve the noble lot. You will need to break through the cordon, get inside the college, and take control of it. The nobles will never dare hurt you if your presence is strong enough. If you're ready to risk it all and fight for the right to the nobility, you will have to lead the charge. People keep coming to the square in the meantime, including students and teachers from the Divine Seminary. The lot of the clergy is to guide others to the right path. When the estates clash, the priests are bound to intervene. The seminary teachers instruct their students to form a line behind the noble militia and the outraged crowds. The priests began telling of the warrior nobles and the righteous commoners to return to the preordained divine order lest they provoke the wrath of the gods. The wrath of the gods, as the priests utter these words. The crowd around you disappears. A vision appears before your eyes. The empire is ablaze. You see burning lands steeped with pain and despair everywhere. You look, rivers overflowing to extinguish the burning world. You can tell that soil scorched by such fire will never bear fruit again. The God-given vision demands to be heard, demands to be prophesied to the world, but only a priest may speak to the twins and for the twins. Will you keep it inside, or will you step onto the path of the twins have revealed to you? Somebody shoves you in the back, and you snap out of the vision. You turn around to see a small but decisive troop of commoners moving quickly through the crowd. They are led by Sophia. As soon as she sees you, she signals to them, stop. So you're here too? Going to rush the college, are you? Can't you see it already? The laws cannot be trusted. They gave you the right to study here just to throw you a bone. When the going gets tough, the masters will take it all away. It's time for you to decide. We are the Lotless, and we are not putting up with this system any longer. We will fight for a new world. Are you coming with us, or are you going to submit to them? Well then, there are students and professors locked inside the college. Who knows how long Monroe will maintain the siege? And when they start slaughtering people, neither group of nobles will care what happens to them. We're going to go inside and pull them out. Come with us if you're ready to take control of your own destiny. The tension in the square is palpable, and the situation is about to implode. Well then, students, commoners, nobles of the mantle, followers of the new faith, all of them are gathering their forces to move on the wall of the soldiers. You expect the nobles to let them through en masse, Surely they won't start a massacre. The Lotless, led by Sophia, prepare to break through the siege to rescue the people in the college. And all the while, the priests preach peace to both sides of the conflict. The college is your only way into the nobility. Only you can fight for your new lot and fulfill the duty to your family. You can organize an offensive strong enough to get into the college and thus seize your lawful right like a true nobleman. Yet the revelations about the wrath of the gods still pulses in your mind. Once revealed, this vision will take you on a different path. Standing with the priests and preaching what you have just seen, warning all of the dire dangers on the path of warring estates, bringing the twins' word to the people and guiding them to salvation. Could this be your new lot? Sophia and the Lotless, they expect you to join their struggle. They are waiting for you to cast off the old ways. And the eternal yoke of subservience. If you choose this path, you will not change your lot, and your suffering will continue. Your suffering might just change this world. This is the moment. Your future life will be decided here and now. Well then. Oh? I mean, I gotta. It's crazy how these two require stats. That's so weird. But yeah, we're going Lotless because we're starting a revolution. It's revolutionary time. You have decided. The storm of doubt in your mind clears at last. You are done serving the will of others. You will defy your lot. And you do not need another. You are free already. And for this freedom, you are ready to sacrifice anything. You walk to the Lotless as Sophia smiles at you softly. Her companions pat you on the shoulder. And then you get to work. The Lotless withdrew from the mob in the square and prepared for the raid. They are strong people of lowly birth, and their clothes are covered in soot and dirt. They hang on Sophia's every word. So the plan is simple. I will go to the warriors by the side gate and distract them. You know me. I have my ways. The rest of you must get inside the college and lead the people outside. When you are done, prepare for my signal. Sparks of yellow flash in Sophia's eyes. She walks with confidence to the nobles guarding the gate. Okay. Alright, they meet her with drawn swords, and then a flash of light fills your eyes. The warriors freeze in place. Sophia walks away, and they follow her obediently. Path is clear. You hear one of the Lotless gasp in awe. That's Saral, alright. Only she can do that. You open the gate and get inside the college, leaving the cries of the mob behind. Nobody stops you. Once this is done, you scatter to search the halls for students and you are not too eager to trust trespassing commoners, but with Archnean swords hanging over your heads, they trust you anyways. Your student guard helps you convince them. You take everyone. Oh no, I gotta at least finish this chapter. Well, not finish this chapter. I got 30 minutes on the clock. Take everyone you can find out of the college through the same unguarded gate. The Lotless shall take a roll call in the alleyway. Behind the college, you rescued almost 24 men. Sophia is the last to reach you. It's time to leave. Maze of hidden alleyways take you safely to a patch of abandoned land. Sophia clambers up onto the half-crumbled wall of an old house. She lights her pipe and gestures confidently for everyone to come closer. Welcome all. We are the Lotless. We are the people who will never stand for the injustice of the imperial system. We live as we see fit. We have no masters, only our own free will. Join our ranks and you will be forever free from the whims of the Argnanes and the gentry. Walk away and they will be free to do with you as you see fit. They see fit. I believe today. Oh, still yawning. I believe today was a fair show of their intentions. The freed students exchange glances. If they join you, their hope of being ennobled by the mantle will be cut short. They also saw how precarious their position is. Many of them are enraged by the fact that an Archnean can take their rights whenever they please. We won't force you to stay. You are free to leave and go back to the college when it opens, if it opens. But if you don't want to dance to their tune anymore, the Lotless welcomes you. Many students joined the ranks of the Lotless that day. You are among them. You are greeted by the motto of the Lotless. Our cause is just. Your life has begun. Your life as a member of an outlaw brotherhood. There's no going back. Huh. There's no going back. You will be neither nobleman nor priest. Your father will never forgive you for letting the family down. For the first time in your life, you truly feel free. You have defied your lot. Now your fate is yours alone. What will happen next? Ho ho! Remain a commoner. Bonds of friendship. So. A young man dressed in the uniform of the military academy greets you by the door. It takes you a moment to recognize Thomas. Well then. Brante, hey, how are you? I heard about the nasty stuff that went down in the college square. Those damn gentry would do anything to keep their lowborn fork under their thumb. Glad the situation resolved itself. As for me, I'm an academy cadet now. He is beaming with pride. You invite him in and chat while you pack. Thomas continues to relay the news as you walk up the stairs. I made it into the top 10. Can you imagine it? Did pretty well in sparring and the sciences. It was all thanks to the help you gave me back in school in Anazote. I'll be studying the art of war now. You tell Thomas about what happened over the past few days and the path you have chosen. He remains quiet as you speak. Both of you realize that you may never see each other again. You know, Bronte, here's what I think. You may have your own life, but you're still my friend. I make our friendship last forever, no matter what happens to us. You know, Here, I brought 2 brass wings. If the old tradition is to be believed, both the rings and their wearers will always remain close to each other, no matter what they think. Okay. Oh no. Quite a jazzy tune you're running there. Okay. The two of you grew up side by side. Thomas, the audacious, hot-blooded, sharp-tongued boy who used to live next door. I can't imagine your childhood without him. But would it be right to promise him that your friendship will last forever, no matter what happens? Ah, fucking sucks. Hmm. Hmm. Have to tie the friendship for the rest of your life, huh? Hmm. What's the difference? I know what the difference is. We're remained friends, but wouldn't I also want to be like best friends with them? No? I mean, I definitely don't want to end the friendship. That's fucked. I don't know, man. We are of different lots. I may have to. Oh, but he's so cool, though. He really is so cool. I don't know. You take the ring, 2 of you. Wait, so I take the ring, but I don't swear an oath of friendship. But I will be bound by friendship, regardless. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I really, really don't know what to do. So tired, actually. Oh, Christ. Maybe I should end it here on a cliffhanger. But, like, this isn't really a cliffhanger. I mean... I want to be bound in friendship. But we are of different lots. I literally don't know what the effects of this is gonna be. Oh no. I literally have no idea. What is? I. Hmm. I think I'm gonna take the ring. Yeah, I'm gonna take the ring. We'll be friends forever, no matter what. If Sophia makes me kill you, I mean, I'll probably still do it, but like, you know, like, I'll feel really bad about it, you know? Oh no, man. I just don't know. Hmm. Take one of the rings from his outstretched palm. Two of you have walked side by side ever since you were children. Even though the paths in life may diverge, nothing will ever tarnish your bond. You are ready to preserve your friendship in brass forever. Put the brass ring on your pinky. Perfect fit. Thomas does the same. He starts beaming again. Now we're friends forever. For all eternity. We gotta celebrate that. Come, I know a place. I gotta show you tastiest meat I've ever tried, Brante. My treat. Wait, give me one sec. Ow. The friendship is strong enough to stand the test of time. They're absolutely gonna make me fucking betray him or something. They're absolutely gonna make me betray him or something. I already fucking know it. I already fucking know it. I should not have done that. I should have just said remain as friends. I should have just said remain as friends. Uh, it's gonna be so fucking cruel if they do that. Whatever. Go. Bound by friendship. Well, now we have an unbreakable bond of friendship. I don't like that it's attached to the path of the nobleman, dude. This fucking sucks. Like, why can't he just like throw away everything for me? Why do I have to throw everything for him? Oh no, man. You write a letter home and tell them that you failed to get into the college. There's no other way. Father would have learned everything one way or another. It isn't an easy letter to write. He did send you to the capital specifically to attend to college after all. You write about Archduke Monroe's assault and the students' doubtful future. Now that their right to be ennobled by the mantle may be revoked. You tell them that you plan to get a job in the capital and earn a living. They should accept your choice. The reply from your family arrives very quickly. We sent you to the capital with the sole purpose, but you failed. Indeed, nobody expected an attack on the college, but you could have upheld your right to study there. But you could have upheld your right to study there had you been more firm. Cornelius Tempest will ensure the college opens again. Yet you have already rejected the nobleman's lot. And to what end? I can only accept your choice now, but you will no longer receive any support from this family. It is up to you to earn your keep. I can only hope that you will not disappear in the capital. The entire incident is nothing but a poor excuse. You failed to uphold your right to enter the college, and that is the end of it. It cost father so much time and money to send you to the capital, and you rejected it all. And for what? To remain a commoner until the end of your days? I hope you would one day become my equal, but now the very thought of this is just absurd. There's another letter. It's from Gloria. It seems neither father nor Stefan knew she sent it. Sir Robert smashed a vase when he read your letter. Stefan screamed at the top of his lungs about lowborn and foul bloods. Fortunately, I led Mother and Nathan away before we all got in trouble. But I'm proud of you. You defied Father's will. You went against all expectations, against the entire rotten system. You made this decision. Now follow it to the end. I believe this path will lead you somewhere worthy. Take good care of yourself, my brother. Unfortunate. I don't care. I mean, I care about Gloria. You cast one final glance over the room where you lived for so long. Here is the table at which you sat studying all those books. Here is the bed on which you dreamed your dreams of the future. Your things are packed. You walk down the stairs. The landlord's servile smile is gone now. The unspent remainder of the funds allocated for your accommodations drop onto the counter from his reluctant hand, and then he turns away. You have no lot now. You're free. Free even from the knowledge of your tomorrow. You have cast away your destiny, but for what? This remains to be seen. The Brante family will support you no longer, but you have to find a place to stay in the capital so you can aid the lotless, and so you seek Sophia. I'm afraid I can't offer you a noble estate, but we found a basement in an abandoned house and made it our home. It's on the bank of Regalata, by the river port. It's livable, but only one room for everyone, so bring your own bedding. But it's warm and clean, and we have food and a place to keep our things. You'll be safe. After all those carriage rides, going through the city streets on foot isn't half bad. The bayside wind still gets under your skin, but it also cools you down on hot days. Now that you need it, you're born in Anazote, in the very southernmost part of the empire. In the hot season, in the capital, typo. In the capital is nothing compared to the real heat in Magra. You recall all the hot days in the gardens, sitting with father and talking about the lots, about your future in the capital. He used to look at you with such pride. He was so confident you would follow in his footsteps. A chilling gust of wind snaps you out of it. Enough nostalgia. It's time to face the future you have chosen for yourself. The house where the lotless live is close to the port. The basement entrance is hard to find, but you eventually locate it. Inside is one large room with bedding and belongings strewn about all over the floor. You find some free space in one of the corners, so you place your bedding and your things nearby. Then you take a good look around. There is only a handful of people in the building. Introduce yourself to them. They show you the utilities, a small kitchen, and a room with a stove and several buckets of water. If you need more water, the river is right nearby. You then ask them how long they had lived there. About 8 months, one of the lotless tells you. They took over the basement back when they only had 10 members. Most of them were more or less homeless, disowned by their families, expelled from the college, academy, or seminary. Sophia found a place where they could live together. Everyone sleeps in the basement and meets in the abandoned house above. Maybe I do need water. Yeah, my throat is actually starting to close up. Soon you came to know the lotless better. And you see that they truly believe in what they are doing. At present, They are trying to expand their ranks and convince the common folk that the present order in the Empire can and must be fought. You can do this. You have to believe you can do this. And you have to do whatever Sophia says. Some of the students you rescued are also here. With their arrival, the ranks of the Lotless practically doubled. The events at the college turned them against the current system. They are so eager to act, and so are you. Sophia meets with every newcomer in private. Takes a few days before she finally speaks to you soon. You too. Sophia is sitting at a desk behind a pile of papers. She looks worn out, but still smiles at you. Hi. There's a reason I wanted to talk to you last. Our ranks are growing, but not everyone is as smart and learned and cunning as you. I need results. I expect to get them from you. We have to tell the common folk the truth about what happened at the college. It doesn't matter how we do it. The Lotless will never forget. We will never forgive the nobles for what they did. We have to tell people we exist, and we have to recruit new members. I know you can think of a way to do both. Expect a report in 1 week at our next meeting. Good luck. Sophia stops talking and looks at you. You nod. There's something else you want to tell her, but you have no plan yet, just yet. And it seems she has no time for small talk. You leave the meeting room. What will you do now? How can you tell people about the Lotless without everyone getting arrested? The best place to do so would be somewhere on the outskirts of the city, in the markets and taverns where commoners tend to gather. You spend the rest of the day strolling through the city streets. After a night of pondering, you have 3 ideas. The first idea is the safest. Print a lot of leaflets and spread them all across Eterna. Tiny papers are easy to hand out, and all it takes is a few printed words that hit home. And the printing press. Can you even find a print shop that supports your cause? Plan 2. Talk about the Lotless to anyone willing to lend an ear. This is a more reliable option after all. People tend to believe other people more than words on paper. The more dangerous too. It's easier to arrest an orator than an author, and your numbers are too few as it is. Then there's plan 3. The city is still abuzz after what happened to the college. Somewhere out of those frantic streets are people willing to heed your call. Instead of wasting time and efforts telling everybody about the Lotless, perhaps you should start focusing on recruiting. Ah, I see. This is going to get me fucking murdered. I didn't say I'm gonna get murdered, so. I'm gonna print leaflets, fuck it. Printing leaflets is the safest way to go. They will tell everyone the truth about the college at the events at the college, and you will stay safe all the while. Now to find a place to print them. Your newfound comrades give you the name of an editor of a local newspaper called Imperial Sunrise. He sympathizes with the lot. He even gave Sophia shelter in their attic once during a raid. It's time to write the text that will be printed. The Archnians consider us dirt beneath their horses' hooves. They will do anything to bring us down and stay in power. Do you know what happened at the college? Did you hear Archduke Monroe mocking humans and threatening to kill anyone who entered the college? We did. Did you see him ready to kill innocent students inside the college before they were rescued? We did. Archnians think they can do whatever they want. Will you keep on living under their thumb? Or are you ready to make a change? Wow. My decision to just continue talking without drinking water is insanely stupid. This looks good. Sophia takes a look too and nods. She writes a brief note on a piece of paper and tells you to hand it to the editor's house. Give the note to the servant and everything will be ready. The editor lives in a wealthy neighborhood. There are planters with pots with flowers in them at every door on the street. The door knocker shines in the sun, like a mirror. You glimpse your reflection in the metal before you grab it. The servant opens the door. He glances at the note and asks for the text to be printed. He, he will be ready. It will be ready in a week, he says, and then the door is locked again. You return 1 week later and receive a big stack of leaflets. Divide them among the lot lists. It only takes a single day to distribute them all. Rumors quickly fill the streets of Eterna. The following day, you already hear people talking. Nobles have done it this time. We'd better do something. It's time for a change. Next time you meet Sophia, she rewards you with restrained praise. Well done, Alex. I expect nothing less from you. I'm glad to have you among us. Sus? Anyways. That might have been too much for me. I feel like my condition instantly fucking worsened because I said that. Do I continue or do I just let the save rock here? I think I'll just let the save rock here. Alright. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out with me at 5.9. If you like what you see, follow. If you don't. Thank you for keeping me company today. Varric. Hope to see you in the next one. It is pretty much 4 in the morning for me, and I've been awake for 2 days. Hopefully I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so maybe there will be a stream, maybe there won't. I don't know. I've been known to sleep for 20 hours in a row. So yeah, I'll tell you, and by tell you, I mean I'm going to start streaming and hope that you fuckers show up. So, sleepy. I'm sleepy. I don't want to do the outro. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.